Yo, what's up, guys? It's more on Caricature Week here at Easy Pictures to Draw. I'm gonna go over really quick. I'm gonna go over the tools for caricaturing because I said I was going to. Just the markers though, not the colors right now. Markers I use most prominently. This one we used at the theme park. It was given to us at the theme park. If you see this design on it, it's a good chance that they worked at a theme park. You know, the company gives this out. They ordered them. The tip on it is pretty good. Has kind of a pointed tip on it. It's nice. It's my favorite. But there are markers out there at regular art stores that are just like this. They're similar, and I'm gonna go over those. There's a regular Sharpie. It could be just as easy as a Sharpie. Fine point, really common, really common. So you could do it with that. Get some pretty decent lines. Remember, that thick to thin line is what you want. Something with a tapered edge. To another extent, you can use the Copic markers, the grayscale ones. I use the dark on the darker end. These are two-sided, so you could kind of go into smaller detail with this side, and you could also go into the big masses, get like very nice line quality with this edge. It's a little flat, it's kind of cut off, that's why I don't use it as much, but this is still good. The Copic, any Copic grayscale marker on the dark end, pretty good. Another thing that I think a lot of guys use right now is the Charpec black marker. I don't know I think Charpec's a brand, but I don't think there's anything really specific about what number, if it matters or not. But it's a big fat black tip. Reminds me of the bigger permanent markers you use, and you can get some pretty sweet lines with this. Some giant lines. So, anyways, those are the markers. I hope that kind of sums up that question really quick on what to use for black and white. So, anyways, I'm going to get into it now. Today I'm going to draw the Hodge twins. That's right, Hodge twins. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. I am going to quickly, because there's two heads, I'm going to just get a pencil. I'm going to put a placement, like a circle, just where I'm going to draw their heads. That's it. Just for me to check, just for me to see, really. That's it. I've watched the Hodge twins since the beginning, like not the beginning, since for a few years, really. And they've gone through a lot of different looks. They had that kind of, that afro look. They had kind of, sometimes they have a beard. Sometimes they're a little pudgier because they're bulking, and then sometimes they're a little skinnier, leaner. Skinnier, leaner, and they have they'll go through different hairstyles, things like that. So I'm gonna pick just one iteration. I've noticed, and stick with that. Kind of a clean shaven look they got going. Some clean shaven, kind of short hair on the sides, and then a lot of hair on the top. So let's go through it real quick. They got pretty big necks, so I'm gonna save that later. They got an angular face, but they still retain water on their face, like they still have a young looking face. So the cheeks aren't gaunt or anything, but they do have pretty defined features. Because they work out so much, they got a kind of defined mastoid over here. It's not that defined, I'm saying, but the angle of their jaw will stick out. I'm doing the outside of their head shape first. Ear. I'm just going to draw that shape in there for their ear. Now I'm going to go to their neck. Like I said, they got a pretty big neck. It's all the traps, trapezius. I'm gonna be wearing a t-shirt, wife beater. They're going to kind of have a little bit more hair, so I'm going to make, with the marker, I'm going to make kind of a outside shape. So they got that kind of, you know, to show that they have that hairstyle, they're not totally bald. Look at their hairline. There's more hair on the top of their heads than the side of his head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in the top entirely. Man, that's a shitload of, that's a big space. I'm going to fill that in with the other marker. One of the reasons why I don't like using this marker is it smells really bad. Like, it smells, I think that fills up the whole room with the scent. I don't like it. Could add some maybe cross hatching, show that show that there's hair there, but it's not, you know, freaking thick old hair. Gonna go with the eyes. I'm gonna give them a slight expression. So I'm gonna put the dots there to kind of, for spacing, you know, I want to see how far the eyes are gonna be. Go on top of the eyelid. Over the top of the eyelid. You know what's crazy? I know Keith and Kevin. I don't remember who's who, man. And I've watched so many videos because they don't say it a lot. They say it on some of their appearances, but and they say it on their workout videos, but you know, when they're working out in the gym, for some reason I cannot remember who's who. Like who's on which side. I know one of them, either Keith or Kevin. You can see the differentiations and kind of the skin texture on one of their has kind of a minor, either some kind of scar on his forehead, at least placement of it. I'm going to give him kind of an expression, like he's raising one eyebrow a little bit. I know these dudes got like blue or green eyes, or both, or one of each. So I got to leave that part open. I'm not going to fill that in with black. I'm just going to put it like that. And they got kind of, they don't have droopy eyes, but their eyes have a slight droop to them. I'm going to draw kind of a little bit of a bag. Kind of the, right here, the brow line comes in. A little bit of a, their nose is wide, but not super wide. I'm gonna go down here for the nose. They got small. Oh man, my phone went off. The nostrils aren't all that big. Really not. I mean, at least in the photo, I don't know. Trying to see the shape of their nose. The shape of their nose. Big upper lip. There's a lot of space actually between the bottom of the nose and their upper lip, so I don't know if I got that correct, but let's see how it works out. You give them a beard, or not a beard, kind of a bottom of the goatee, because they have that look a lot. Should have put that earlier, but I'm going to put it in right now. Put their Sternocleidomastoid, the cord that runs from the back of the ear all the way down to the pit of the neck. Then about 5 o'clock shadow normally. So I'm going to draw little dots. They have kind of a, one of them has a little bit of a cut. Not a cut, but you know, the lip is made up of 2 fatty pads in the bottom. So let me see, put this down here. Alright. Just raising that eyebrow. Cool. That's one of them. Alright, now for the second Hodge twin. Okay. This is going to be a little harder because you got to proportion them out on the page, and all I got is this marker. So you kind of worry about it, you know? You're kind of like, oh man, if I mess up, I mess both of them up. So I'm going to go in pencil, put a bottom of the line of where the head's going to be. Because I want them proportional. Alright, that's good enough. That'll work. So let's draw the other Hodge twin. And granted, I know one of them's closer than the other usually. So it should be smaller perspective, but I'm just gonna draw them the same size to make it easier. Alright. Sorry I'm staying quiet, I'm actually just trying to concentrate. Don't want to fuck this up. Man, I never had a twin. Never really had a twin, but it'd be kind of cool. The only thing I had close was I had a cousin who had the exact same birthday, like day of the year and everything as me. That was kind of weird. Huh, his ear looks a little different, even though they're twins. It's a different angle. Looks a little smaller too. But, big old neck, the trapezius, coming back into the skull there. Sternocleidomastoid, Sternocleidomastoid, the cord, like I said. See if you can see. Yeah. Cool, I'll move that like that. I'll make sure you can see. I'm gonna make this dark. I'm gonna make it a black tank top because they usually change up their clothes. Cool. Hairline. Outside of the hair, want to make it look like it's a little hairier. Doing the same thing with the hair. And I'm gonna go back and fill that in with this other marker since, like I said, it's better. It's got more. I mean, it's got more life in it, you know. Other one's running out. It's gonna be black. If you want to fill it in, drench that thing. When you're filling stuff in with a marker, drench it, man. Don't delay, man. Because you don't want those weird striations. That's so funny, striations. Wow. You don't want. I would swear that was an accident. You don't want those striations in your markers. You want striations in your muscle, but not your marker. Alright. Cool. I was Keith or Kevin, man, I forget. The angrier one, the more dominant. One of them's more dominant, you know. I think that's like a shtick. I'm give him more angrier look. I think I drew that eye too close, actually, but. Same blue eye effect. If someone has brown eyes, you fill that thing in with black. You just fill that in. It just evens out like that. If they got blue or green or some kind of light color, you do that. Kind of angry look. See, trying to look at the angle of his eyebrows. Space between the nose. Connecting the nostrils to the bottom of the nose. Comes out like that in shadow. Start with the center part of the lips. Just puckering them up a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on. Let me see. It's making the lower lip look way bigger. Because of the expression. Dang, man, I forgot that bottom of that goatee again. Sometimes I'll add the facial hair before, sometimes I'll add afterward. It kind of depends on my decision making. Try something a little different here. Got beard crawling all the way up the edge. More so on him than the other one. Keith or Kevin, one of them. Corner of the bags of the eyes. Forgot about that. Go back up to the eyes. Man, he looks drunk. He looks messed up. Yeah. And that's it, man. That's the Hodge twins caricature. Alright, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe to my channel. And